Gutterball.
Welcome everybody to Gutterball episode number 12. I'm your guest Carter, joined with Jackson, Paul, and Brandon.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
so excited.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thanks for being here. That's like a
thanks for
fucking
coming on.
dude. That was smoother than any of us ever
There we
introing
go.
the show.
Yeah,
Very
it
smooth.
was pretty
Thanks.
good.
But anyways, welcome Carter. Gutterball
you.
12 here, guys. We will have audio uploads here shortly. I got them all exported. Now it's just a matter of getting them on Spotify and Apple Music. I'll probably throw it at the end of this video where you can find that or links for that, or even in the description too. Check that out. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of just roll right into Carter, what he's all about, how he got onto the show as our first guest ever on Gutterball, and yeah, I mean, go ahead and just explain like how you know Jackson and just kind of like what's going on with your life, man.
Yeah, so me and Jackson went to the same high school. We were both outcasts, so we kind of just got together. We had a group, met in graphics art class, I think, or something like that. I don't know, but we've just been good friends ever since. We kind of drifted apart after high school, but I reached out to him after seeing the Gutterball podcast, and I'm glad to be on. I am an assistant manager at a Dairy Queen, and I'm also in the Army part-time, so that's what I do.
Oh,
Cool.
shit.
So what branch? Just Army or?
Yeah, so I did all the same training like active duty people do for the Army, but I'm just in the National Guard, so
Cool.
I do it once a month and 2 weeks in the summer, and then whenever they need me anywhere else, I go.
Sweet. So like what did like basic training entail? Was that like pretty easy, straightforward? Like how was that?
Yeah, no, so I actually enlisted when I was 17. So my junior year summer, I went to basic training, Fort Sill, Oklahoma. It was okay. I wouldn't do it again, but you know, I didn't like getting yelled at and.
Was it like like in the movies where they get right in your face? Are they doing that?
Okay, yeah, for sure,
Okay.
for sure.
Holy shit.
So
So
just doing push-ups all the time and
so
shit.
yeah, so like
I
with
wouldn't make it.
But don't hit him. Like, they don't hit you or anything.
they can't
No,
hit you,
they don't. They don't
can't
hit
touch
you. It's changed a
Alright.
little bit.
Yeah.
little bit,
Okay. They don't get the cane pull out, and not getting,
No.
a little move in ya.
Being a bad boy.
What is that? What the fuck
What
is
the
that?
fuck is that?
You also don't
Private
get.
pile?
Yeah. But yeah, so I was just gonna ask, like, so with National Guard training though, like, so you mentioned how it's kind of like Army training. Did you guys have to like do the whole like tear gas thing or like smoke bomb thing? Oh shit!
Gas
'cause
chamber.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was in the gas chamber. I've thrown 2 live hand grenades.
Yeah. So like, tell
That's
us,
pretty cool.
tell us like, how did the gas? Like, tell us about those like pretty intricate like.
Yeah, tell us
Like
about
the-
the
Oh,
gas
God.
chambers.
Yeah, man.
alright.
Yeah, man. Give me some
Alright.
details on the Auschwitz style stuff they got going on.
Oh,
that's
Christ.
that's pretty
What do they
good.
got going on in Fort Sill, Oklahoma? There. What do they got going on?
So,
Oh, no.
Basic training is split into 3 phases. You have red phase, white phase, and blue phase. Red phase is pretty much you're just getting yelled at the whole time. You're doing the confidence course. You're like rappelling down towers, and then like the final like path to white phase is the gas chamber. And it's like, for me, that was the scariest part of basic training. I wasn't worried about running or getting yelled at. I was just worried about the gas chamber. I did not want to get gassed. Obviously,
Yeah.
as you would.
Seems very unpleasant.
But it was kind of cool. Like, you got a gas mask, and you never know if a gas mask's gonna work until you actually try it. So, they taught us about it and how to like seal your gas mask, make sure it's all fucking good, how to put it on in 8 seconds and all that shit. And then, you would walk into the gas chamber all lined up like fucking sardines, and they had you there's a cold zone, and as soon as you walked into the cold zone, so that's like the hot zone is where they actually are cooking the meth, and it's all fucking going in the air. The cold zone is like a room before. There's still shit in there, but it's not as bad. And like, you walked in and your fucking skin just starts burning. Like, I felt like I was in acid, dude, but it was okay. And then they had us do exercises in there, like fucking jumping jacks and push-ups. And then,
with your gas mask on and shit.
yeah, you couldn't breathe. It was pretty bad. And then they sent us in the hot zone, and they had us take our mask off and then recite the Soldier's Creed, and they just all filed us out, and snot dripping down, tears flowing, spit uncontrollably, and it was like that for like 10-15 minutes, and then you're good. But
Sounds
yeah, it definitely
horrible.
wasn't the best time, but it was,
No.
So would you say like would you say that was a tough thing, or was like there any other like things in basic training you had to do that were like maybe also pretty tough that you would maybe chalk
yeah.
up to that?
So honestly, after I did it, it wasn't that bad. I would do it again. It's really temporary pain. It's like 15 minutes. That's it. But the ruck marches were the worst thing ever because my feet would blister super bad.
Ooh.
But you're wearing like your pack with 45 pounds and carrying your M4, and you got your your flick on, your body armor, which is like 10 pounds, and your fucking ACH, which is like 8 pounds added onto your fucking skull. And you're just fucking marching for 2 miles was the first one, and then 5 miles, and then 11 miles.
Oh
So
shit.
yeah, we did
That's
3 ruck matches.
That's
We
gnarly.
would literally step off at like 3 a.m. and not get to where we wanted to be at till like 9:30, 10. So you're literally just
Jeez.
walking for 6 hours.
Wow.
It was all right though.
Did you ever? I mean, obviously that's all sucks. Did anybody ever like when you were there tap out, or did everybody pretty
Yeah,
much stay?
yeah, for sure.
Oh,
What people
really?
would do is they would go to what's called sick call. Like if you wake up sick, you go there in the morning. And there'd be nothing wrong with them, but they fucking come back on crutches, and we call them profiles because they have like a profile where they can't do anything, and if you can't complete the training, you can't go. But I knew a person actually that was stuck in basic training being a profile for like 5-6 months after I was already out because they hold you there and they try to convince you to keep going, and if you don't, they have to send in your papers to get out processed. And our drill sergeants will always tell us the fastest way out of here is graduation. So, if you
really?
if you want to
No
get
shit.
out, you better graduate, yeah, or else you're gonna be stuck here for 6-7 months after everyone else graduates. So
Damn, interesting. Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense though. They wanna once you sign the papers, Uncle Sam wants to
Yeah.
keep you.
Well, yeah, they want you.
yeah, because they send you to MEPS, they get you hotels, and they get you plane tickets, and they feed you, and it's like they've already invested like $5,000 into each soldier by the time you're at basic training. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
they don't want
Yeah.
that to go down the drain.
Yeah, for sure. Well, damn, man, that all sounds crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
it was.
so you say you go like what, once a month, twice a month now? You're kind of like on duty?
Yeah, so once a month, every weekend, we just go and we do like so after basic training is AIT, advanced individual training, where I learn my job. I'm a
Okay.
cook for the army.
Oh, cool.
So every once in a while, every once a weekend, 1 weekend a month, I go and I just brush up on my cooking skills. Every once in a while, we go and do battle drills and like qualify on the range with our weapon system and just basic stuff, making
Just
sure we're
basic
ready.
brush
Yeah.
up stuff. Yeah, keep you in shape, keep you
On your
trained. Okay.
toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
That's
That's
Damn.
pretty cool. Would you say that like you would have to you'd be better off when going into the military like that to be like in good shape, or do you think somebody who's like kind of like whatever could go into boot camp and like do you think you'd be able to make it through and like or you
Yeah,
need to be
That's a good question. Yeah.
do you need to
Yeah.
be able to run 2 miles like without
No, it's
stopping?
like obviously if you're in good condition, it might be a little bit easier for you, but basic training was all a mental thing. So it was just all mental. Like if you can keep going, keep going. It's all mental. Like if you were in bad shape, I saw people that were huge there that barely met height and weight standards, and they passed and they got through it. And it's all just a mental thing. If you can
There's
keep
a
going
height
forward.
standard?
Yeah. So depending on how tall you are, you have a certain weight that you can be in.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Can you be too tall though? Or too short, even if you're within
I
a
think you
good
can be too
fit?
short,
Okay.
but I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think you can be too
Okay.
tall.
You're too tall. You can't fit in any of the airplanes, the tanks, the jeeps. So you got to be an infantry
Yeah.
soldier, man. I don't know what other job to give you. Yeah.
Can't fit in the fucking trench,
Yeah. You're walking in. You ain't flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know if there's I think you can be too short for sure, but I don't think there's a max for height, but I'm not a professional
Yeah.
army
I know for yeah.
guy.
I know for sure. Like obviously, National Guard's a lot different, but I know for sure. Like if you want to be an Air Force pilot, you got to be under a certain height for sure.
Oh,
To
yeah.
fit in many
Yeah.
of the fighter
Makes
planes.
Same
But
same
other
with
than
a
that, it's all, like,
tanker.
Yeah, yep. And that's all I
Like a
can really
tanker in
think
the
of.
army.
Yeah. I don't know. I was told when, in high school they have those booths you can go
That's how
talk
they
to
got
the,
me, man.
yeah. And I went up to like the Air Force guys. Turns out I'm the perfect height, or was the time perfect height and weight, to be like an Air Force pilot. I'm like 5'8". I'm 5'8", 5'9", 160, 150 pounds.
Oh, okay. There you
So
go.
pretty
That'd
small.
have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought about the military. Was definitely fuck. I still think about it. I don't even know. I don't know if Jackson's told you. I work in IT. I'm an IT guy. I'm a systems administrator. That's what I do. I only went to 2 years of school for it, and like that's I don't know. I don't like school, but I'm good at it. So I only went for 2 years, and I just got burnt out. Like I did all my credits in 2 years. I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm graduating. I'm done. But
Yeah.
working in IT for this long now, I kind of think like, oh, maybe it's not for me, or maybe it is. Maybe I just need a different job. I don't know. I got to figure that out. But I will say this: if anybody out there that's young and think they don't know what they want to do, I'm fucking like 24. I still don't know what I want to do, and like there are a lot of people out there in my shoes.
Yeah.
Even there are a lot of people in my shoes out there, even with 4-year degrees, 6-year degrees. So I know a kid I went to school with that already has a master's. Okay, so like. But
Yeah.
like I guarantee you, I ask him, he still doesn't know what he wants to do. Like it's like you gotta really like.
Yeah. You're not
Very
wrong.
Yeah, very few people even
Before
after
we,
school know they want to do it.
Before we get off that military topic, want to ask you,
Yeah.
Carter, one last thing on that.
For sure.
Um, for the people out there, what is one thing you wish you knew beforehand going in that you didn't know?
Oh.
You were really surprised about.
Fuck. All right.
Put you on the spot there.
Yeah.
I have a couple more questions.
Don't address the majority of people you see as sir or ma'am. Don't even say that.
Okay.
Because in the military, if you say sir or ma'am, you're addressing an officer.
Somebody above you.
Yeah, so somebody above you, even above all your drill sergeants and first sergeant and all that. So like when I'm talking to my drill sergeant, I won't say yes, sir, or else I'll get fucking beat up with a stick.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Wow.
not really, but I'll get
No,
smoked.
but
It's
yeah,
called,
yeah.
You'll say yes, drill sergeant, or if you're talking to
Okay.
first
Oh,
sergeant, yes,
wow.
first
gotcha.
sergeant.
That makes
Okay.
But if you're talking to a general in the army, you say sir. So like
Huh.
it's kind of weird, this ranking system. So like there's NCO and uh there's an NCO and a commissioned officer. So NCO stands for non-commissioned officers, and there's just officers, commissioned officers. So like the highest ranking NCO is outranked by the lowest ranking officer. So like the sergeant major of the army is outranked by a second lieutenant in the army. Sergeant major of the army is like 55 years old. Second lieutenant's like 21.
Oh.
It's
Oh, gotcha.
That is weird. I didn't know
Interesting.
that.
That is
Yeah.
yeah. Obviously, in the real army, you're not going to see sergeant major of the army respect a second lieutenant because he's the fucking sergeant major of the army. But in writing, it's they outrank the sergeant major of the army, which is pretty crazy to me.
Huh.
Damn.
That is crazy. So are you still like technically under contract with them?
Yeah, so I'm under contract for 4 more years. So pretty much I just do my drill stuff, and if we have to go fight Ukraine, I might go. I don't know. We actually had
That would be good.
a COVID activation. So like the long-term care facilities didn't have enough personnel, so I had to go wipe ass for 3 months. Because they had to do something to take care of them, so they called in the
Yeah.
National Guard. But
That's cool of you to do that though. Like
yeah, it was fun. There was definitely good times and definitely not so good times. But yeah, I mean, my company got deployed to the or activated to the like George Floyd whole situation too, which is
Yeah.
shit. Dude,
hearing stories about that is pretty crazy.
I live down here now in Minneapolis in the north area, and
Really?
it's dangerous. They're down a lot of cops. Let's just say that. There are people
Jeez.
fucking shooting fireworks at each other right outside my place on the 4th of July.
That was
Nice.
gnarly.
It was
Those
gnarly.
snap videos you were sending were pretty spicy.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ! Like they're shooting mortars. They're shooting mortars at the elementary school underneath the atrium,
Yeah.
bro.
Fuck.
But yeah, damn. So were there any like so are you gonna do you think you're gonna re-up? Their contracts up?
That's a good question. I still don't know the answer
Still
to.
thinking about it? Yeah, I kind of see where
Yeah.
you're at.
I mean, I'm a specialist right now, so you have private second class, private first class specialist. So I've ranked up quite a few times, and maybe if I'm a sergeant before I leave, before my contract's up, I might re-up. But
That's cool.
otherwise, I don't know. I like being a shitbag, so I don't. I don't. Sometimes I just don't do my shit, and I don't know. There's good days, bad days, but majority are bad days.
For sure.
Gotcha.
I get it.
But
I feel that.
it is what it is.
Well,
I
yeah.
still have fun.
Well, yeah. Thanks for serving. Man, like not
Hell
everybody
yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
No.
So, brings me kind of probably to like my last question here, which is like, did you make any like long-standing friends or people you still talk to that you went to basic training with?
Yeah. So there's this guy. We called him Manny Pacquiao, but his real name is Rodrigo because he's from the
Okay.
Philippines.
Oh, that's cool.
And he lives right in Superior, Wisconsin. So
Oh, sweet.
I see him every once in a while. He's active though, so he's in New York most of the time. But when he comes home, I see him. Otherwise, I have all of them on social media, and I don't really speak to them, but I just see what they're doing. They're doing good things, and
That's cool. Yeah, that's always interested me, like the people you meet in those basic training situations, because you're literally there with just a bunch of fucking random people from all over most of the time.
yeah,
Sometimes you don't.
yeah, they
fucking-
were my best friends, and then the army just took them away from me.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They'll give
But I
you
think they do that
best
on
friends.
purpose. I think they give you a lot of things and take them away so you can deal. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I fully understand that for sure.
Yeah. But okay, cool, man. Well, hey, Carter, is there anything you maybe wanted to like bring up topic-wise, or anything to the show you'd like to discuss just before we roll into just kind of like generalize Gutterball? We just kind of talk about some random bullshit, hang out for an hour.
Ooh, he's got the list.
Oh, damn.
I
So
like that.
I do like that. He's got the list.
let's see.
ladies and gentlemen.
I told him like hot button. Like what does he got? You know what I mean?
So
Don't
with
know
me
those.
being a guest, I want to know what your guys' dream guest is to be on the show.
Oh, that's
anyone.
a great
Ooh,
question,
okay,
man.
that is a
Anyone.
good
That is.
question.
That's a
I
very
got
good
one.
question.
All right.
We've never
So-
talked
like-
about that.
Yeah.
So
whoever
whoever
starts.
starts.
I have a lot, but like I'm gonna name the one that I reasonably think is possible, but
Okay.
like will be hard.
No,
There's
no,
a
no,
lot I
you-
could name,
Okay.
or like I'm not even gonna get them on, but
Go
gotta
ahead.
reasonably get on here.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
I can. Okay. Go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I think reasonably, I would like one of the hosts from PKA to be on here. I think that's possible someday.
That's possible.
Either Woody, Kyle, or Taylor, or even a couple of them.
I'll take
PKA
Kyle.
Karter is another podcast on YouTube.
Not
'cause
familiar, but they're probably good people.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
FPS Russia? You know who that is?
The Russian guy with the guns.
Oh
He's
my
on that show.
God.
He's on that
Yeah.
show. He's one of the
Really?
hosts.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
like he was doing PKA when he was doing the FPS Russia thing, and then like when FPS Russia he went to jail, he got a felony. He just full time did PKA, and he just lives off his old YouTube channel. But yeah, I think realistically we could get one of them on here. But if I had to go all time dream guest, I would like the master communicator on here, baby. I think Joe Rogan. I think if
Oh,
we could
yeah.
get Joe
Yeah.
Rogan on
That'd
Gutterball,
be
man,
beautiful.
that would be. I don't
That
even.
is ultimate dream.
Dude, even if
Yeah.
it was just like a private episode I couldn't release live, like if it was just like only we could watch it, I would want that
Yeah.
show.
Just
I
have
want
a
Joe Rogan.
conversation
Just
with
have a
him.
conversation.
Not
with him
even
for an hour.
record it. We wouldn't even
Yeah.
if we could just talk to him on the phone for an hour.
Yeah.
Just pick his brain.
Okay, but that's mine. That's mine.
That's interesting.
So I think we should do reasonable and dream because I think those are both good. But that's a
Okay.
very good
Reasonable.
question,
Alright.
Carter. What do you think,
Okay.
Carter? Do you have something? What were you gonna say?
All right. So reasonably, I think that you guys, with your consistent upload schedule that you guys have been going, and if you guys keep continued growth, there's this up and coming gaming YouTuber who's been doing really well for himself. His name's Ray of Pandas. Ray of Pandas. Yeah, and he just does a bunch of like 100 days in raft shit. And I don't know, but I looked him up on Instagram. He looks like a very interesting fellow.
Does he?
Like
Okay.
you hear his voice
Okay.
and you see his face and you're like, that doesn't match. And
oh, okay.
he's very emotional when he gets support, which is really cool. Yeah, I've just been really enjoying Ray of Pandas, and I think it would be cool to talk to him.
Okay.
And he's
That's
not super
respectable.
he's
That's
not
cool.
super big right now. Like he recently just got I think 50,000 subscribers. and he had like a video with 300,000 views, and that's like his most viewed video. So I don't
Hell
know,
yeah.
that'd be cool.
A lot
Yeah,
better than
okay.
us.
Well, hey,
Fuck
thanks for
yeah,
the heads
that's
up. I
awesome.
just jotted
Yeah.
him down over here too, Ray and
Hell
Pandas.
yeah.
I'll look into him. We'll see if we
Yeah,
can maybe get in
we will.
contact with him. That's sweet. Yeah, we totally sorry to cut you off, Jack, and how
Oh,
we'll go into your guys
Yeah.
in a second. We totally want to have like a bunch of these guests on. I feel like I'm sure Ray of Pandas will be probably relatively easy to obtain, if we get in contact with him and he's down to do it. It's just like there are a lot of guests that I know are going to be like, well, how much? Because
Yeah.
like PKAs like that, they have to pay to have a good chunk of their guests on. But some of their guests, though, grew into friendships where like someone was
Right.
on the show and mixed so well in the conversation that they were like, hey, let's have this guy on again and again. And then eventually it becomes like they don't charge them anymore. They just come on and do a
Yeah.
show. Like it's it's literally hang out for an hour and get, just have fun. Or in PKA's case, 4 hours. I don't know how the fuck they do a 4-hour cast every week, but Jesus.
All
We
right.
could do it.
But my dream person to have on a podcast to just talk with is one of the most elusive, just gritty backstories, just crazy, is Joji.
Yeah.
or
Oh
Filthy Frank.
yeah, that's great. Yeah,
That
So
would be
I
good.
just
Frank
I just,
Miller, I believe is the name.
Yeah, I just want to know
George Miller, yeah.
George Miller,
yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah, I just want to know like how like his entire career from being the most edgiest YouTuber on the platform to a huge artist, like actually very good artist, like how that transition happened. And I don't know, I just listen to his music all the time, and I don't know, I just think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, hey man, I totally agree with you there. That'd be sick. I know a majority of him switching from YouTube at that time was just like he literally got out right as YouTube was cracking down on shit like that. Like shit he was doing,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
when the stuff really got constricting. Like you even see iDubbbz now. iDubbbz does not say or do the stuff he used to. He would not be on the platform. So again, H3H3, they moved to podcasts.
Yep.
Everybody
Yeah.
kind of made a shift, whether it be on the platform or just leaving. Joji just got it. Like Filthy Frank, he just left, man. He was like, screw this. I've always wanted to be a musician. I already have a huge fan base. I know with what I've done, I can get a good record deal. I'm going to go do what I want to do, and that's make music. And he's done great at that, and I appreciate him for that. And yes, I do miss Filthy Frank, and I wish that stuff was still going on.
Yeah.
Even if it was on like Patreon or somewhere else,
Yeah.
I'd still watch it. But he got out at the right time, I think. And
Yeah,
also, you can only do that shit for so like some of that shit he was doing.
Yeah.
Like
fucking
Yeah.
Extreme Twister and Hair
yeah,
Cake.
yeah,
That was like right at the end too.
yeah.
those
That was towards the.
episodes,
That's
like,
when he started collabing with Max Mofo and iDubbbz, and
And
yeah,
then he got big contacts like Getter, started doing songs with him and just other big artists. Really,
he
blew up.
somehow knows Lil Toenail, and he like
Yeah.
produced a few beats for Lil Toenail. Like,
And I know that on Hot Ones, he was on Hot Ones, and there was like a point where he was making Joji music and Pink Guy music,
Yeah.
and he had to choose between the two. Like I can't imagine if he chose Pink Guy music. That would have been so fucking funny.
What's I was saying is like,
Yeah.
why can't he just? I mean, he could totally do both too, but it's like, let's be real here. He's just a creative genius. Like aside from his videos, like
Yes.
aside from his videos, like we saw he can do like slow music and he can do like he can drop hard bars. Like that's pretty,
Yeah,
like,
just fucking hype music too. Yeah, I-
yeah,
really good.
so much respect for that man.
yeah, 100%. So what do you got,
Um,
Brandon? Or yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, there's a couple dream ones I can think of, but just off the top of my head, my dream on the podcast would be System of a Down.
oh, that would be so cool.
Okay.
I would
Okay.
I would be just starstruck. I mean, I would, for the sake of the show, I would pull myself together, but I would just geek out, like just talking to those dudes.
That's
I
a
love
good-
that band so much.
So is there a new album still being worked on? Is that done?
Uh,
Is that ever happening? Because I heard rumors of that.
In my opinion, I don't think it's ever I don't think they're ever gonna do an
Yeah,
album.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but from what it seems like, it's down to creative differences at the end of the day, which is whatever. I mean, but they say they're cool. Like they're cool enough, obviously, like they love performing what they have, and like they just
Just having a hard time coming up with new music is, people
Yeah.
change. People want to change styles or do different things.
Well, and that's the thing is, so I mean, Surge kind of weaned into different kind of with his solo shit, kind of his own stuff, and kind of wanted to do his own thing. And Darren, who wrote most of their music, if I'm not mistaken, like, and they want to do more system music, and Surge is like, I kind of want to do more my type of shit. But
Yeah,
again, I don't know. That's all hearsay. That's just
Mhm.
from what I've seen in the grapevine.
for sure, for sure, for sure.
I heard it through the
So,
grapevine.
so what about like a realistic guest? Anybody that comes to mind, or
Realistic, there's actually, I don't know how big he is now. I mean, he might be small. I don't remember, but there's this YouTuber that like his name. Jesus Christ, I'm an asshole for not knowing it.
dude, who put Scarface from Street Beefs on here as a guest? That'd be a really good guest.
Oh, that was me. That was me. That I would. Realistic.
That's kind of realistic.
Scarface
Haller.
might be. I mean, I
He
would
might be
love.
down.
That would be a good conversation. But fucking A. The outer middle show.
The Outer Middle
And
Show.
yeah, it's this guy, and I found him just from back when the Forest survival
Game. Yeah.
fucking game survival
Yeah.
game came out on PS4 initially. I got super into that game, and he was just kind of the first YouTuber that I think helped me find a couple of the items in that game.
Yeah.
And like he's just got the sense of quirky sense of humor that like normally I wouldn't act that way, but I
Yeah.
love that he just doesn't give a fuck, and like he's kind of a funny guy, but I would like to have him on there.
That'd be cool.
But he
Yeah.
plays a lot of those survival games, so that's why I kind of kept up with him. He likes those games that I like.
Sweet. Yeah, for sure.
That's good,
Yeah, maybe he's into DayZ.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe.
Game is so
yeah.
bad. Oh
Mm,
god,
I
I
hate
can't
that
believe
game.
I
Yeah,
have that
it's-
many hours in it. My soul.
Oh,
Mm.
God.
I have over 2,000 hours in DayZ standalone.
I tried to play it
gross.
on console. when it first came
Oh,
out.
oh,
Yeah.
don't-
Dude,
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 Glenn and James keep getting me to download it. I'm like, no, I don't want it.
Cancer.
So
I already
It's
own it.
horrible.
So Jackson, what do you think? Most guess dream guest and a realistic one.
All right. Well, oh fuck. Unrealistic is probably definitely Geddy Lee of Rush. Would love to fucking talk to him.
That'd be
I'd
cool.
love to smoke a joint with Geddy Lee before he passed away. The second person would be the Suicide Boys. I'll take either one. Preferably Slick. I don't know why. I like Slick better than Ruby.
I
But
like 'em
still,
both.
I'll take both. Take both.
He goes by Slick now.
He
Oh,
goes by
Scrim.
Wedo.
But
Oh.
Scrim. Yeah, Wedo. Call him whatever you want. But third unrealistic one, George Corpse Grinder Fisher of Cannibal Corpse.
Hell yeah.
He is the opposite of what you think he is. He's a huge family man, loves Legos, loves playing claw machines, just loves his family. He's just a dad. I feel like he'd be really
Loves
chill
World
to
of
talk.
Warcraft.
Yeah, he's character in it. He loves
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Super
Huge into
cool
that.
dude.
He got in trouble because
Mhm.
because he said because there's factions in the game, and I believe he's part of one. And I don't remember what he's part of, but in the shout out, he getting so mad about the factions. He's like, anyone that joins this certain faction is a faggot, and he got a lot of hate for that. People did not enjoy that, and I like that was spicy, and he did not apologize for that. Good on him. That was a while ago. That was a long
Took
time
his
ago.
guns.
Yeah,
Christ.
he's like, if you join this faction, fuck you. I'm gonna kill you. But a realistic guess would be another YouTuber by the name of Deller. Used to be a pro streamer or like a pro gamer. Back when DayZ was popular. Paul,
Oh,
back in your
you're
time.
telling me about
Yeah.
this guy. Yeah, this is a good one.
Deller used to be the top DayZ player, the top Fortnite player. Like before Ninja and all these dudes, like it was Deller. Came from Section 8 housing, blew up. He's autistic and bipolar, and with that comes meltdowns where he just smashes keyboards, his monitor, whatever, and he's legit because the dude is bipolar. So throughout the stream, he's happy, pissed off, he's really sad, and then he's fucking back up again. And it's a riot to watch. And Deller is fucking great content. Back in his prime days, he'd be smashing keyboards and stuff. But he lost all of his fame when he got banned from Twitch for saying some things that he shouldn't have said.
so if you're
Great.
saying if we got him on the show and I sent him a couple box fans in the mail, he'd destroy him on camera if I wanted him to.
Oh yeah, I bet he would. And he's small enough now that I think it's reasonable that if we reached out to Deller, he'd pick up on that. Be like, all right.
Is it
just wanna talk to-
DELLER?
Yes.
Okay.
DELLOR. My bad.
Yeah.
Can I pick a dream? Somebody who's passed away now that I would just love to talk to. This
Sure.
is like a personal dream for me
Yeah.
too. Besides System
Okay.
of a Down, Kobe Bryant.
Oh, sure.
I was a
R.I.P.
huge Kobe Bryant. Yeah, rest in peace. But fucking growing up, like I still love the Lakers to this day. Like fucking LeBron, whatever. But Kobe Bryant, all day, every day. I would love to talk.
The
to
amount
that
of
man.
grit on that dude. Oh
Yeah.
god.
I fortunately did get to see him play once down
so
in
awesome.
Target Center versus
That's
the
awesome.
Timberwolves, and it was I can't remember. I think it was the first season. I don't know if you guys know basketball, but fucking first
Not a whole
season
lot
that
about it, but-
Steve Nash and Dwight Howard got traded to the Lakers back in, I don't even know, 2011, 12, something like that. One of Kobe's like last seasons before I think he tore something, I believe, and was kind of out. But like almost got a triple double that night. Would have been fucking sick. Would have been one of
That's
his
nice.
last triple doubles. Would have been sick to watch that in person, but
Yeah.
rest in
Came
peace.
short.
Yeah,
Rest in
well,
peace.
I would
Yeah.
take my dead person as Neil Peart. Another Rush member. I think.
Yeah.
Rush.
Yeah.
George Washington.
Oh, that's a good.
That's
Dude.
super. Like
I
there's
could
so
talk
many
to-
people like that it's just like, yeah, like even to
Jesus
hear their
Christ.
voice. What did their voice sound like?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he smoked so many trees, his fucking teeth turn wood.
He turned wood.
Shit.
And if they might have monument of him, it's a giant abstract drawing up in the sky.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a really good question, Carter. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
we can't even
Oh,
come
yeah,
up with,
thank
we can't
you.
even
Oh,
come up with
yeah.
questions like that. God.
Mhm.
Another one I got here, Jackson. What's up with your Hot Topic experience? Like, what was that all about?
Oh, all right. So I hate Hot Topic, and I despise anyone
Fair.
that shops there.
Which one is
'cause
I get that and Spencer's confused.
Okay,
Which one
hot-
is that? Is that
okay,
the less
hot-
cringe or the more cringe?
Yes. No. Well, they're both cringe. Well,
Spencer's is
it's,
more cringe. Spencer's has
yeah.
sex toys.
yeah.
Gotcha,
Spence.
okay.
Hot Topic is
Nothing wrong
Spencer's
with
for
that,
kids.
but like, okay, that's what I meant by like a little bit more
Yeah.
sus.
So
but
Yeah.
okay.
back in the day, though, they used to be metal, and they would have like good metal shirts.
Good
like,
band shirts.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, like
Sure.
Cannibal Corpse, just Dying Fetus, Black Dahlia,
I've
real
got
hardcore
Tired as
shit.
Murder shirts from there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
They wouldn't have that anymore. So I went there and I'm like, let's go peek. And lo and behold, I do find a Megadeth
Let's go
shirt that I
peek.
think is
I
scene
like
that's
that.
fire,
Let's
right?
go peek.
And
Yeah.
I got that over there. It's hanging. It's sick. It's got the new album cover on it.
Oh, sweet.
And I hate myself, but I go there, right? And I'm going to pay. And there, if you've ever been to Hot Topic, there's a little island in the middle of the
Yeah.
store where the coworkers or the workers check you out, and there's 3 of them.
That's how ours
Mind
is.
you-
We don't know if that's how they all are.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
but
so I
yeah,
gotta
that's
explain
how
this.
ours is.
It's an
Yeah.
island, right? So there's 3 workers in that island. I'm like, 3 of them. Shit ain't going on today. It's Tuesday at like 2:00. So, and mind you, they all have colored hair. 2 purple, 1
Ah,
green.
Christ.
Really gross. And
Yeah.
I was with my sister, and we stood there while they had our backs turned to us for almost a minute, 2 minutes. We were sitting, and they ignored us. And I almost
Yeah.
contemplated walking out with the shirt, but it had security tag on it, so I couldn't. I'm like, fuck, I just want the shirt. And I go, excuse me, you fucking help me. And they turn around mad as if I'm trying to help, you know? And I thought I was making this up in my head. I turn around to my sister, and I'm like, yo, was was they just being assholes? And I'm like, yeah, they're just being fucking dicks. So
Yeah, I actually know exactly what you're talking about. 'Cause,
I
like,
was
I've
really
shopped there
upset.
too,
I was
and
just,
yeah, the
yeah.
customer service there is just it is
But
shit.
here's what crossed my mind is like,
Fuck you,
I'm gonna
Hot
go.
Topic employees there right
Yeah,
now.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Miller
go.
Hill
I'm gonna go
Mall. Fuck
call.
you.
I'm gonna call. I'm gonna
Oh,
report
no.
those. I'm gonna say that terrible service, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that is something a bitch would do, and I'm not a bitch, so I'm just gonna be like, oh, it sucks. Those people are faggots, and I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna remember any of it. But
You should have went to
assholes.
Pretzel Maker and gotten like a hot dog or a little corn dog, and like
Yeah.
hit it somewhere, and then it would rot.
Oh.
No, I can't go to
Ah,
Pretzel Maker because there's a meth head that works there.
Yeah, dude, they're all
oh,
meth heads.
no.
I fucking went to
Every
high
single
school
one of 'em.
with a meth head that ended up working at Pretzel Maker. I'm like, Jesus Christ, does this place only hire meth heads? Oh, I was
Oh.
cool
Yeah.
with the guy, but I'm like, God damn, man, I feel bad for you working at like the classic meth head place, Pretzel Maker in the food court.
Does he
Come
still
on.
work there?
Damn,
No,
didn't
I
know
haven't
that.
seen him last time. No.
I like
Could be
Pretzel
still
Maker.
him.
Shout out Pretzel Maker.
Yeah,
think
so
they
I
make
went
good
to the
bread.
Pretzel
I enjoy
Maker,
pretzel once in a
like-
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying,
I went
Carter?
to the
Because
Pretzel
they're
Maker in the
greasy.
mall,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm looking at the menu, and they got like really good like corn dogs on a tray, and I'm like, that looks fucking good. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
some of those, and I'm waiting for my order, and they call my name, and they just hand me a fucking like soft drink cup, and I look in it, it's just shitty ass corn dogs. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I wanted the
Yeah.
little nice tray.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look
Yeah,
anything
that-
like the
yeah,
fucking...
no, you're not wrong.
They don't present
the
well.
walls inside that cup are just coated in grease, just
Oh.
Yeah.
shiny.
It's just,
You can't even get the
It's so
bottom ones
slippery.
without
Yeah,
grease.
yeah,
They're real slippery.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
They're
you're like,
fire,
oh
though.
god,
good.
oh
They
yeah.
Ick.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck Pretzel Maker, but your corn dogs are good.
And fuck Hot Topic, I guess.
Yeah,
Jeez,
Yeah.
fuck Hot
you know,
Topic.
Jackson's
Fuck Hot
Jackson's
Topic.
totally right though. Like I don't go in there anymore because they don't really have like I go in there now and it's like the Weekend t-shirts and all this
Yeah.
other bullshit, and it's like it's turned into like a scene girl
It's-
store.
Well, you know what? You know what it might be? It just might be
Be
a
the
company that just
generation.
exactly. It might
Yeah.
be just appealing to the times,
The
like
generational,
whatever that age
the
group was.
generational
Hey, but here's the thing.
edgy, yeah.
I don't remember a time when death metal was in style, motherfucker. When was that ever prevalent?
Actually,
They
you're
had
not
death metal
wrong.
shirts
You're
there.
not wrong. You're
I
right.
So,
think Hot Topic
I don't know.
tries to point itself and align it with the outcasts of the generation, you know, the more edgy people that, I don't know.
Well,
That
maybe
makes
it's just
sense.
part of the whole.
The edgy people are
fucking-
now of our time listening to Chemical Romance.
Oh,
And, Day to
God.
Remember.
Hey!
Ah,
I like the Day to Remember a little
The
bit.
Black
They
Veil
had a
Brides.
few good
Hey,
albums.
same category. You're right,
Hey,
Jack.
fuck
I'm
you.
sorry, Paul.
Fuck you all.
They
Um,
are.
so Queen Elizabeth II has died today. 96
Good
years
shit
old.
on.
Has the day we're
R.I.P..
recording this,
Two
yeah,
thumbs down.
Yeah, day of
a
recording.
couple
this.
days
Yeah.
ago when this comes out.
Well, now her eldest son, King Charles, is in charge. What do you think
Is
of that,
that
Haller?
the Epstein friend? Is that the Epstein dude?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Which
They're
one's
all
the
the Epstein people.
But
Which one's the one that
For all
fucking
children of Epstein.
was hanging out with Epstein?
I'm not sure. What do
And
you think?
what-
What do you think of the whole situation, though, Haller? I want your opinion on like Queen Elizabeth.
On fucking that fucking what they call a queen. Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a shit about it. She was old. Credit to her for being
Yeah.
like, wasn't she the longest reigning
Yeah, like 70
monarch
years
or whatever?
70
Yeah,
years. I
but
think one of the
The
longest.
fucking
What a shitty way to run a place.
good God, the queen is dead. I mean, what am I to say? Like, she was fucking just a.
You want some tea and
she was just
crumpets
kinda
with
there.
that? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Fucking-
yeah, no, fucking no. She was just there, you know. She was just. At
I
this
doubt she ever
point,
made like any decisions.
it's
like,
just
ever.
to me
Yeah.
at this point. What kind of bugs me about that, and I mean, I don't live there. Like, who gives a fuck what I say? But I think it's just like useless. Like, I'm assuming tax money, just feeding and keeping a family rich at this point because they have no, like you said, they have no political power right
Yeah.
now. At this point, they're just fucking.
They're-
And I think the whole drama and people actually caring about the wedding, and I don't even know any of that bullshit. It's like fucking ridiculous.
I know they over there. They're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, Queen Elizabeth, let me sign your tits. Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh my
god!
God!
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Well,
Megan,
you know,
Megan,
surely there's
Megan.
got to be people that really don't care. Kind of like with us with the president, you know. Like,
You're right.
surely there's people out there that are like, this is
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
I'm not huge into politics. We've already talked about that before.
I'm
on the
sure, I
show,
guess,
but-
on their spectrum, like what they see from us is probably the Kardashians, Trump,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and fucking
that's
Being
Joe Rogan.
racist.
We're worse. We're worse.
Yeah,
At least
but we
Oh
can
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We can still shit on the British. Fuck them.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
better though.
Goddamn red
We're
coats.
2-0.
Whatever the fuck.
We're 2-0.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah. we
2-0,
fucking-
baby. Beat that.
Fucking Betty White lived longer than your prince. Fucking queen. That's what I said.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's true.
Who wasn't there
Betty
that
White was
magazine
our
that fucking boofed
I'm
it
sadder
and
about
called
her
that
death.
too soon about her being 100 or whatever?
Oh yeah. I
What
forgot
was
about
it?
that
You know what I'm
thing.
talking about?
Yeah, that was.
There was a magazine that printed like Betty White, 100 years old, and then like, no, she fucking died.
99.
Boofed.
I'm gonna talk about this really quick here. It's gonna take me 3 seconds. You guys see this thing,
The hat maker.
dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So you remember
okay.
that foul play hat I got that was all dicked up and bent? I put it
Mhm.
in this thing. This thing reshapes hats, and then you put it either in a portable washer or a dishwasher. So I put it in my dishwasher. Don't listen to the bad reviews on Amazon. This thing was like $20. All the bad reviews are people not reading the instructions, and the dickheads are putting it in their washing machine and dryer. And they're like, "Oh my god, the plastic melted all over my fucking hat." Well, no shit. Read the instructions. Put it in your dishwasher and air dry it like it says. And honestly, dude, it fixed my hat, like, for the most part. And I plan on doing it with a lot of my other fucked up hats with creases
Damn.
and shit.
Can
highly
I see it?
recommend.
Actually, I'm interested. Like, can you? Where's the hat? Do you have it by chance?
It's in the other room. If I had it
Oh,
in here, I'd
gotcha.
totally grab it. And it's also still kind of drying, I think, too. But it looks.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool.
I mean, I think realistically, it would probably take 1 or 2 more times after wearing it in here, reforming it for it to kind of fully be like fixed. But it works, for $20, less than $20, not bad. And it
I
like
didn't even know that was
not even just
product. That's pretty cool.
not even just like forming it right or getting its shape back, but also just cleaning it. Like you can't clean a hat easily.
Yeah,
like-
well, that's the thing is fucking. I was always told throw it in the wash. My hats that are like
No.
gnarly, like yellow,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
nasty. And it's like no, like that doesn't work. Like
So yeah, you
throwing
put
it
this in the
wash
dishwasher
is
alone.
gross.
And it said that if majority of the dishes that are in the washer with it that are clean, you can put it in there too. Just leave it on the top rack by itself. But I wouldn't even do that. I just washed it on its own.
Yeah,
But yeah,
fuck
you just
that.
use like regular dishwasher detergent. But I just thought that was pretty fucking slick because like I never knew that was even a thing, and I found it. I was like, I gotta try this out, and it ended up working. So
Yeah,
That is pretty epic.
yeah,
I'd
pretty sweet.
laugh. I'd be
Lovely.
sick if it just completely somehow washed away the print. It was just a white hat that came out.
Oh, that reminds me, funny story. So you guys probably those listening on audio, I'm pointing to a Max Payne tapestry in the background here. It's an old Max Payne tapestry. Well, this one's new. But a really funny story about it was as I had like an original one of these, Max Payne one, got it from my older brother. It was, and I had it when I moved here, like 4, 5, 6 months ago now. And when it's been years, so it's dirty. It was hanging in my parents' basement. It was at my old apartment. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this thing a good wash. And it was like a tapestry. It was cloth-like. So I'm like, this can't hurt anything, right? I was just like,
Yeah.
but I don't want to put it in the washer or the dryer. So I just washed it in my sink with just normal, like regular detergent-free dish soap. And I filled the water up. And I put the whole tapestry in there and I'm moving around, not paying attention. And I take it out and it's just blank white and all the color. I look down and the sink
Oh,
is
no.
like beet red, purple, and black, like all the color from it. And I'm like, like it was gone. Like it was like a blank slate again. I was like, and I drained the sink and I threw the thing away. And lo and behold, I went online. I found that same fucking high res like Max Payne photo back there, and I just went on like a tapestry website and got that thing made for $12. I wanted it back, and this is like way better quality and newer, but
And
yeah.
from
So that shit
knowing
can
that
happen.
tapestry,
yeah.
from knowing the original one versus that one, if you didn't tell me it was a new one, I probably wouldn't even know. 'Cause I've
You
never
wouldn't.
seen that one, the old one, for years, and it looks identical.
Yeah, it's pretty even in person. You definitely tell by texture, like whatever that other one was made out of. I now know like why that happened. Like I was like,
This is a piece of shit. Where did that come from? Was that part of a game, or was that just some black market shit.
So I think it was
Max
some
got.
black market shit Max had, because I looked at it and in the corner of it before everything fucking wiped away, it said something like, "This is owned by blah 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 like media company." So look, and I tried to look up that website or whatever was there, and it doesn't exist anymore. It was some like reseller of video game tapestries and shit. It just had probably back in the day.
Fucking 2002 or
Big market,
Yeah,
big
whatever
market.
year it was, some company.
Probably got out of the flea market or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
G4.
So yeah, you never tell. Hey, the Sam Hyde Candyman tapestry is on its way. It's been shipped.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't wait.
The
That's gonna be
tester
sick.
one. I've changed a
Christ.
lot of things already, but I'm waiting to get this one to kind of see the final print and then maybe make some tweaks. And other than that, they're on order. I'll get you guys a couple of those. For people listening, I made a Sam Hyde tapestry, the Candyman stats with all of his his
tail of the tape
specs.
type.
Yeah, his tail of the
information,
tape.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's pretty
It
sick.
is. It was really done well.
Yeah. Carter, is there anything you wanted to talk about
Man, so
with the boys?
I don't know. Do you guys follow Logan Paul like at all?
How do we...
Not
No.
really.
I follow him in the sense of him and Jake Paul in the sense of like whenever they make big headline news or if it's anything to do with fighting, I'm usually pretty much there. But other than their like day-to-day YouTube vlogging or whatever they do, if they even do that anymore, no, I don't really follow.
No. Okay, so pretty much what Logan Paul's been doing the past like 3 months, he did this thing called 99 Originals. All right.
Okay.
So he took a Polaroid camera and he would just fucking go out in the world. He would travel every like fucking crazy places and he would take pictures with Polaroid. And he did 99 of them. And it's fucking crazy because what some of these sold for is fucking insane. Like he put them up on auction and people were like buying it with Ethereum or some shit. And like fucking some of these are selling for 17.6 Ethereum, which I have no idea what the conversion rate is. Let's see.
What the fuck? That sounds
That's
crazy.
$28,806
Jesus.
that he made from one photo. And it's just like, and he made it into an NFT as well. So whoever
course he
won the bid, he's like sent them the original copy, but there's still an NFT of it. But it was pretty crazy. He made a video about it recently, and I like what Logan Paul is doing now. He's not beefing with anyone. He's doing his podcast. He's matured at least a little bit.
I definitely like him more than his younger brother.
Dude, Jake Paul fucking blows. Man, do you see that he tried to start a podcast of his own?
No.
Oh my god. It's like BS fucking sporting shit. And he just talks about sports and he's had
I've seen it.
He's had Tyreek Hill on, he's had Rick Ross on, and after Rick Ross was on, I looked at his fucking like the BS sports show fucking Instagram page. He has fucking like 15,000 followers. That's it. He's had Tyreek Hill on, he's had Rick Ross on, and like he made a post. He was like, "This is gonna be my final end all. This, KSI and Logan are doing Prime. Logan's got a podcast. This is gonna be my thing. I really hope it just fucking dive bombs into the fucking ground and explodes, and he has nothing to fucking say for it."
He'll always have fucking Logan to bail him out.
Yeah, and his dad, like that whole family's rich as hell. Like they're just
Yeah.
they're businessmen. And here's the thing about Jake Paul. I've heard
Everything they're doing is smart.
I've heard even
from
Jake
a
Paul is
money
kind of
standpoint.
like I've heard even Jake Paul in like IRL is kind of just like a douche, like almost kind of like how he is on camera. But I have to say, like, I don't think that's necessarily 100% true. Like, I feel like behind closed doors, you're hanging out with him. I feel like he's not like that. And the reason why I say that is because I think Jake Paul knows his market. I think he knows people don't like him, and he plays that bad guy so well. I mean, even the boxing name, the problem child, he just fits that bad guy narrative so well, and he plays it well, and he knows people will buy it to watch him lose. That's part of it. He knows he still has those fans that are loyal to him and will watch him to want him to win, and he knows he's creating a huge group of people that he wants to hate them because he doesn't care. Like, I guarantee that's part of his game. But
he's fighting Anderson Silva next.
Yeah, the Spider.
And here's the deal. I want to believe Anderson Silva will win so fucking bad. He has been boxing, and he has knocked some fuckers out.
He's
But
50
it's a
something.
fucking
I know.
50-year-old against a
So
27-year-old.
here's the deal.
Makes me mad.
Even if he beats
not a real
Anderson
boxer
Silva,
either.
even if he says, even if he does beat Anderson Silva, I'm still not gonna have any more respect for him of beating all those other people because
No.
all the people he's fought have had some disadvantage against him, right? Whether they weren't a boxer to begin with, you know, they were an
Combination of disadvantages.
Combination.
It's not just one.
Ben Askren was a combination. Ex-UFC fighter, never a boxer. He was a wrestler.
Wrestler.
Never known
100%.
for striking. He had two both his hips were replaced. Like, he can't compete
And
in
you
those.
need your hips for boxing.
And that
was
was
like-
that was a check grab, I think. That
He was
one
like
for sure.
1 and 2 in the UFC or some shit.
Yeah, he didn't
yeah,
go
he was
far in the
horseshit.
UFC. Yeah,
No.
and but yeah, like it's just like stuff
Sorry,
like that.
Ben
Everyone's-
Askren.
Yeah, sorry,
Nice
Ben
guy.
Askren. Nice guy.
Actually, nice
funny,
guy.
Love you.
funny, very nice guy, hilarious, but
Just not a good fighter.
no, like
To be
Jorge
fair,
Masvidal.
Not mixed martial arts. Great. He was like actually like
wrestler.
an Olympian wrestler,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah, that's
So,
why
like,
he got
wrestling.
Wrestlers, yeah.
Great wrestler. So
I have a tad bit of respect for Jake Paul because I think him fighting Tyron Woodley was good. Like, I think that
Yeah.
was somewhat close, but you're still fucking fighting a retired UFC fighter, even though
mind
he is
you-
a champion.
Yeah.
Mm.
He was a champion, but who, mind you, remember about Tyron Woodley? After he lost that championship belt, before he got cut, it was like 7 straight loss, and
yeah,
the first 2 were bad. They were like knockout or submission, but like the last ones, a lot of them were just he went all the rounds and did nothing. He just like kind of just like took damage and like barely really threw as if he was scared. And that's how Tyron Woodley looked to me in the first fight. He looked like exactly
100%.
that. He barely threw, and when he did, he was landing. He just would
and then
never
he
do
did that
it.
in the second fight too, dude.
Yeah, but then he got knocked out. He got caught.
Yeah,
Well,
he got fucked up.
He got knocked
Yeah.
out. I don't. It looked like it to me.
I
It
watched
looked
that
like it
knockout
to
all the
me.
time,
Yeah.
and I think I personally think he just got his fucking shit
Yeah.
kicked, man. But
I just think he was on the way out, and I think that's why Jake Paul picked him again. You know, like,
do you remember Al Sands?
yeah, I know Al Sands. I hate
Yeah.
temptation.
Familiar.
The Haitian
So,
temptation.
yeah, so he actually reached out to Jake Paul's like manager, and Jake Paul's manager said like, this is not the direction we want to go. Yeah, fighting an actual fucking professional boxer.
Yeah, because Al Sands would
Fuck you
probably
up.
take his fucking head
Al
off,
Sands
dude.
would piece him up, dude.
I watched him. He won. I watched him at the Hinckley Casino like a few months
I did
ago, and
once.
he won some. It was basically, I forget his weight class because there's so many weight classes in boxing. Forgive me,
Yeah, I
but
think it's cruiserweight.
yeah, cruiserweight. You're right. He fought the cruiser. He's the cruiserweight champion of Minnesota. He fought the cruiserweight champion of Wisconsin and beat him.
Mm-hmm. He's an animal, dude.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Mhm.
He's also just built
Um,
crazy for his weight
He
class.
was working with our dad as well as corrections officer.
Really?
I don't know
He's
if-
had a lot of like it's
Yeah.
weird. You don't think about this. A lot of those fighters have, you know, like everyday jobs in order to like feed their
Yeah.
families and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like some of the fighters, like one of the fighters I knew, he was literally working at a Hallmark factory, like printing
Mhm.
postcards and shit. Like, it's, like,
Yeah, Al
interesting.
Sands
yeah.
also used to be a hall monitor at our high school.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to talk to Al Sands every day almost because I'd have gym 5th and 6th hour, 2-hour block, and me and my buddy wouldn't go. You know, we'd go for attendance and leave. And for those like 2 blocks, like 45 minutes to an hour, we'd talk to Al Sands every day. I got to
Oh,
know him, and he
yeah.
would tell us a lot of good information, you know, like useful shit.
Yeah,
very
man.
cool. Really,
Yeah.
I
really
boxed.
good
I
guy.
boxed with him once. Not like I actually fought him, but like I did a training session
Hard.
with him once, so it was pretty
Nice.
cool. I almost passed out, but you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I believe that. That's so dope, though.
that is.
Yeah, it was-
Seems like
it
a
was
lot
pretty
of the
cool.
local, I mean, as far as like local boxers that like, let's say aren't like top tier, but like are professional technically, like
Yeah.
are super humble from
Oh,
around
yeah.
here, like
Oh,
super
yeah.
kind.
100%. Yeah,
That's
for
what
sure.
boxing and fighting makes you, dude. Like, I don't
Humble.
know, dude. I don't know how you cannot be humble. You know, Carter, kind of,
Sure.
when you went to the boxing gym, like,
So
Yeah.
to
Carter,
me at least, your ego gets put in check real fucking quick.
Yeah.
because you know that you're not
There's
shit as soon as you
there's
walk in there.
someone better than you. There's someone who can
Yeah.
beat your ass.
Oh.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah. So
Mhm.
Carter, you mentioned training with Alsan. So like, do you have some like mixed martial arts or striking background, or like what have you done?
Yeah, so
Outside of-
I used to do Tae-Kwon-Do. I did it for 4 years. I competed. I ended at a brown belt. Yeah, I did like just local tournaments and
Was that
stuff.
when
And
you
then,
were younger, or like?
yeah,
older?
so from like maybe 12 to 16ish is when I did that. And then
So you
I
got good
boxed
kicks.
amateurly.
You got good
What's up?
kicks. You got good kicks then.
Oh yeah, I got the fucking
Mhm.
question mark down,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
I'll spinning
Damn.
back kick your
How
ass.
about
No,
a,
I'm
what about
kidding.
a wheel
Oh, yeah.
kick? You got some good wheel kicks.
Nah, I'm not no capoeira shit. All right. But yeah, no. And then after that, I boxed at the same gym Jackson used to, and I fought amateurly. Um, one fight, that was it for me. Just got too busy, but yeah, I boxed there for a while, and
Fighting's
I mean,
also just scary, dude. Like
yeah,
it's
a little bit, yeah,
Mhm.
to
for
me. I
sure.
mean, I love watching it.
Oh,
Don't know.
Jackson
if
watched
it's
me
easy.
fight.
spooky to me too.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Good times. Yeah, really, Carter. Like that whole friend group you had going. That's what made me go to boxing. It was all you
Yeah,
guys being there,
yeah.
and we sparred before a lot. We should spar
You guys should get
against
back
We should
into
people.
it.
spar.
I'll
It'd be
I'll
fun.
come up and you guys can show me some pointers on some weekends.
Yeah, that could be a short.
Get our
Yeah.
buddy out there too.
Dude, that could be a vlog. Yeah, go train with Carter and Jackson.
That actually could be pretty cool. We could go to the gym at like midnight, and we could film in there, no problem. No one would be there. You
Yeah,
know, get some
Gutterball
passes.
strikes.
Gutterball.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. This is Gutterball strikes. Throw it right in.
Mm, yeah,
yeah. No, but
elbows. Ugh.
Yeah, no illegal elbows.
me and Jackson put in a few rounds together.
Hell
It was
yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
All of us. Yeah, it
good
was good.
times.
Good times. Good times.
It's
Fuck
cool.
yeah, dude.
So outside
That's
of
pretty
the
cool.
outside of the military and like your training, do you still train or you kind of like not
No,
really boxing
I'm just
often?
too busy now. It's
Yeah, that's
just.
fair. So like
I wish I could. But
so like other than like work that you got going on and stuff like that, like what are your hobbies, man? Like do you I'm assuming you game or like do you do anything
yeah, I
else? You go,
game.
the outdoors shit.
I work at DQ. That's like, and I really enjoy it too. I'm an assistant manager at the #1 grossing DQ in the Midwest, so it's
That's
pretty
awesome.
good. I get paid well, and my girlfriend is the head manager at the same location.
Oh, sweet.
Um,
Oh
so
shit.
yeah, our goal is to own our own DQ one day. But
That'd be sweet.
yeah, I like gaming a lot. I like playing with butterfly knives.
Oh, you got like a collection? Or-
Christ.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
I don't know.
dude.
Top 3 video games right now. Go.
Yeah, top 3
Oh,
go.
fucking #1, God of War. #2, Last of Us. #3, Black Ops 1.
All
Easy God of War.
Okay, all extremely respectable except for #3 there. I don't know about that, but all very
Yeah.
respectable.
I agree with
Zombies,
that, but-
zombies, fucking.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's,
That
Kino,
is pretty good.
classic.
Classic.
I have
Yeah.
so many good memories.
Theater
There's
of
the
the Dead.
first time I went 21-0 in multiplayer. I was fucking 11 years old. Galil.
Mm.
Just good
Dude, you
memories.
gotta get
God
Black
of War and
Ops.
Last of Us though. Spicy meatballs.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
agree
yeah.
with you there.
Yeah.
The PS.
I
the
think those were
PS4 God of
even
War.
I
Okay.
think those were even in my top 3. I think we talked about it previously on the
We did.
podcast, like our favorites. I think the 2
Mhm.
of those 3 were in my top 3 also.
Yeah.
There's
But-
just
Ragnarok then, eh?
a
Excited for that
perfect.
shit?
Yeah, it's just a perfect. Both those games is a perfect balance between really fucking good story and really good game mechanics. Like you
Mhm.
see so many
I
games
know.
nowadays who have
Wow.
super good game mechanics, but the story is just ass.
Oh yeah.
Or
Dude.
fucking, vice versa.
PlayStation. Sony, and that's the thing is I'm glad nothing wrong with Xbox, don't get me wrong, like it does what it does,
Ah,
but like
fuck
as far as the yeah,
Mhm.
okay, you're right. Fuck Xbox, you're not wrong. But the exclusives in particular, I love like at this point really, I feel like the open world like recipe at least is getting kind of overused. I love a
Yeah.
good single player game. Like
Me
Oh
it's
too.
my
kind
God,
of
I have to
linear.
I love that.
I have to have one on deck like almost all the
Mhm.
time. Right now I'm playing drug dealer simulator.
Yeah.
That's my
A lot of
That's
dope.
a
I
fun
hear.
one.
Yeah,
It's fucking
Wait, Carter.
it's actually
So
hard.
you
At
like
least
The
it is
Last
to
of
me.
Us?
Yes.
What'd you think of the second one then?
Not a fan. Can't.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a fan either.
I didn't think it
I
was
could
as
see you saying
good.
that.
I didn't think it was as good as the first one, but I still thought it was a really good game. I still liked
It's
it.
It
just
was, yeah.
the whole. I understand why they took it that path because they probably didn't want to make a third game.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
just fucking kill the person who everyone loves right off the fucking dome.
In a really stupid way.
Nobody wants a third game then, and it's just.
I do. I still want a third game.
I
I'm not
don't.
gonna lie.
I don't. I think they should wrap it.
I want the multiplayer. It's what I want for 2.
So
And
good
then we'll
too.
talk.
Yeah. The
Well, they
multiplayer.
got that full game coming up.
Multiplayer.
That's multiplayer.
Super
they
slept
said.
on. Yeah, the multiplayer is so slept on in that first game.
So good.
We were gonna have a full game of it.
I
You said
know.
you just wanted the
I want
release of
factions.
just multiplayer for 2,
Yeah.
but I think it's cool that they just got carried away and were like, okay, like we have enough here for just a
Yeah.
full game.
I feel
Naughty Dog
like
doesn't fuck around either. Like
No.
they
No,
just
they're
make
so good.
quality.
Sleeping Dogs. That's a slept on game.
That's
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
dude, Sleeping
Love
Never
that
Dogs
game.
is
played that
sweet.
one.
That game was really good. Honestly,
That was
that's
one of the few games
probably
that did
like
everything
on
in.
my like top 10 sleeper games list, if that was a thing. Like that is
Yeah,
one
for
of
sure.
those. Sleeping Dogs is a sleeper game, dude. It's good.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Me and Jackson were talking about this earlier. Sleeper games. So I don't know if you guys have ever played just 2-player games, like It Takes Two, A Way Out. But
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like
Yeah, I
those
played A
games are
Way
gonna
Out.
take off.
Oh yeah, I think that's gonna become like, because the problem is like nowadays, couch gaming with your families kind of went away, right? Like there's
That's
not really a console designed for the couch anymore. I mean, they're all designed for the couch, a controller, right? But
Mhm.
like there isn't like, you can't really sit down. I mean, you can, I think, but you can't. No one sits down and plays like split screen Halo anymore or plays like co-op games anymore. They just don't make them. Like hell, even San
Yeah, they
Andreas on
don't.
PS2 back in the day had like a co-op. You could like
Yeah.
do, you know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was wonky as
yeah,
fuck,
it was
but I remember
wonky,
that
but it was
shit.
like they
Yeah.
put some effort into it, and so it's just like, yeah, I've played A Way Out with my girlfriend. We beat that. We only did one
Yep.
playthrough. That was really fun. I haven't played It Takes Two yet. We do want to play
have
that and
to
get it. I know,
with your
yeah, that
girlfriend,
one's gonna
yeah.
be really good. But yeah, I agree, man. Like that's kind of like, I think, gonna be reintroducing the couch or co-op style games kind of back maybe into like being.
It's
like
'cause,
the
done
weekend,
those,
the trend.
but I did the Until Dawn, and then like
That is
that
good.
Man of Medan, and then there was another one I think that I did.
Quarry?
There's 3 or 4 now. I didn't do the new ones. I just did the first 2 or 3 that they did and didn't keep up with it.
Those
But
were good games.
that's the but that's just, yeah, as far as the co-op. I guess Until Dawn wasn't co-op technically, but
I remember
the
getting
Dark Picture
Until
so
Dawn.
far.
Sorry, back in the day from
No, you're good.
Redbox, and remember I had to return it in the morning, so I stayed up for like 18 hours and played the entire
Beauty.
game a couple times.
Nice. But I just like
Cool games.
I find this hard situation where I don't have like a group of friends that play video games anymore. It's either me and one other
Yeah.
person or me and my girlfriend. So just there's needs to be more games that come out, and I feel like there's a lot of other people in that situation.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Me being like,
Yeah,
I mean, like,
dude.
Haller and I, like, we just, I don't know. We haven't, again, too, like, friends go through different streaks of being into certain games. Like, I know for a fact, probably 4 or 5 years from now, I'm going to want to go play Minecraft again, start a whole world, and, like, get my buddies
Yes,
together,
dude.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Fucking
and
love
totally, we can
Minecraft.
get you in on that, Carter, because I make servers and shit all the time, and, like,
But yes,
Mm.
sir.
but like, it's things like that. Like right now I've been playing this game called Dinkum. I think I talked about it on the show. It's like a super addicting off-brand Animal Crossing. I haven't been playing it as much lately. I really haven't been gaming much, but yeah, like it kind of just gets worse, unfortunately. But that's where like for me, I found that's when I look forward to cool single player games coming out, because that can immerse me and keep me satisfied. Even though I do totally miss playing with friends, that stuff still does come around time and time and again. We get into DayZ or we get into something, you know.
Yep.
But that at least holds me off, is I just look for like a good rich single player story and try to just use that to wean me
That
off.
Callisto Protocol that's coming out this
Yeah.
December
Yes,
looks
dude.
That might
sick.
get me.
Oh,
Dude.
good.
I just told Carter to look that
Oh.
up today for the
Yeah.
cast.
The Dead
looks good.
Space,
Oh yeah, fire.
basically a new Dead Space. That thing looks sick.
It looks
dude.
fucking brutal.
Dude, well, and
It
then
does.
the Dead Space remake comes out, I think, in like January or February. I'm gonna buy that too, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and same with the Resident
Classic.
Evil 4.
oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, dude. What about that? Oh, DLC comes out. You're gonna get that DLC for 8 at the end
What
of
is it?
October. It's
What's the new
their
DLC?
it's expansion where you play as Rose, and then they're also adding like third person
Oh,
mode and shit like that. And
I didn't know that. Fuck,
Ah,
adding a mode
I
where he
might read.
plays.
Interesting.
Oh, dude, there's a mode they're adding too where he plays Lady Dimitrescu or whatever the fuck her name is too, something like that.
No shit.
Yeah, I liked
Okay,
Resident
well,
Evil 8 a lot
maybe they'll
actually.
give me excuse to replay it.
I beat that one a lot actually. Just the short
So
time it's been out. Shout out RE8.
October 28th.
Yeah.
I can
uh,
see. I don't know if you guys heard about Gotham Knights too.
oh,
Yeah.
I've heard about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jackson
That's been
knows
getting
all about
shit
that.
on. Yeah,
I feel like it's gonna be a good game. I feel
we'll
like it's gonna be
see.
a good game.
It's
Jackson
definitely
just
not.
negative. We'll see.
It's not going to be anything like the old Arkham games. From what I've seen, I'm not impressed with graphics wise. Gameplay doesn't seem new to me. Everything seems like it's just rebranded garbage. But I guess we'll have to wait. I am excited about the multiplayer aspect though.
Yes,
Like
I'm
getting a
excited.
couple people to run around as heroes and beat up people.
That is
Be
pretty
Yeah,
nice.
cool.
it's
Cool.
fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, there's a
That
lot
gameplay
of
style though, I'm more looking
Yeah.
forward to fucking the Wolverine game Insomniac's
mhm.
doing for PlayStation.
I never heard
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
they literally
did
just
you
had a small teaser.
did you do Spider-Man? The PlayStation
Oh,
Spider-Man?
fucking love
You gotta do
Spider-Man.
that.
Both of
They're
them.
that company that made that game, developed it, Insomniac Games.
Yeah.
They're developing a Wolverine game.
That'll be awesome.
Mhm.
You know what I
Just
got?
in-
You know what I got on GameCube out
Ah.
there? I got Wolverine's Revenge.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Damn.
That game's hard.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Holy shit. I forgot about that. That's a good
Super
one.
hard.
Dude,
You
that's
start
what
out
I'm
in these
thinking of.
minefields.
Dude, want me to bring the cube up this weekend? We'll spin her up.
Fuck. I'm down, dude. I actually have my PS2 hooked up to my TV. Like,
yeah.
fucking, if you got PS2 games, I got some
Legend.
sick PS2 games to play, dude.
Hell yeah.
I got my PS2 as well on the games.
What was that fucking PS2 game where you're on a bike and you just had a fucking bat and you're trying to smash everyone that went by you?
Oh, wait.
Trackmania?
I think so.
No.
Oh, wait. No,
No.
I don't know
I'm
if
gonna
it was
look
for
it up.
PS2, man, but was it called Road Rage or Road Rash?
I don't know, man.
I
Because
think I know what
Road
you're talking
Road Rash was PlayStation 1, and they like remade, like some indie studio remade one recently. I heard it sucked, it was buggy. But all I remember about Road Rash is, like super, bit quality, and you're on a motorcycle, and you got to pick your weapon, like a chain, a bat, or
Trackmania.
something else. And you literally just like rode up on other cyclers in a race and like kicked them and hurt them, like hit them off their bikes and
Exactly.
shit.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that
yeah,
game.
that.
Road Rash. And then, but the greatest part about it was like a rated M game or something for PS1 or rated T, and like it had live action, like the split scene or the cutscenes in it were actually like real people. Like if you'd lose the race, there'd be a bunch of hot chicks, and like some other dude would have all the chicks, and they
Like
dump.
old Need for
Yeah,
Speed games.
Yeah,
like
they
PS2
dump
yeah.
water on your head
You
and
had
push you
nobody.
down, like because you lost the race.
Yeah.
But if you won, you had like all the bitches and shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
The fucking asshole is the ends up being the bad guy. He's always got the two women.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, bro? New to town, huh?
Yeah.
Think you could take me on my turf?
What's that, a
Not
Kawasaki? I got a Honda.
Garbage. Yeah.
This is a 650 Kawasaki. Can't keep up with my 700 Honda. Yeah, whatever.
Those were good times racing games. Most Wanted was my favorite. I know a lot of people liked.
I liked
what was a Hot Pursuit mostly.
Yeah.
I liked Burnout
Well.
Revenge. Burnout Revenge was sick. That specifically that one. That's where they added like takedown. That's where you could like smash people off the road. That was pretty fun.
Trying to find that fucking game that
The-
I know.
Was that the game you were talking about though, Carter? Road Rash?
Motocross Mania
I think so.
3. Motocross Mania 3. That's
Is that
what
the
I
one
played.
with
That was like that.
Is that the one out in the dunes and there's a mission where you getting chased by a big monster truck and you have to drive the dirt bike? It's like
I'm
an
gonna send you.
it's like an
I'm gonna
MTX
just send you
on-
the link right now.
like
in
those
chat.
MTX Unleashed games or whatever, and it was like the motocross, ATV, the monster truck. It had like everything. Do you guys remember those for like PlayStation
Jesus
era?
Christ.
Yeah,
that's a
I
big
remember
one.
you would drive off the map and it would just fling you back really far.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that game.
What was that other game, Paul? Other one, where they had the big ant. and
Oh, Vigilante 8?
Vigilante,
Like the
8.
original, like
that
kind
was
of
my
twisted
shit.
metal. Maybe it was
Mhm.
like ripped
That was
off.
my shit.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Soundtrack and shit. That game was just
yeah,
so
I have Vigilante 8 1 and Second Offense is the second one, and that one's
Did you guys ever play the
Those are good.
Driver games on PS1?
I haven't.
No.
little
Driver
bit.
1 and 2, those
No.
are old school. Like I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were like some of the like first games that had like an e-brake mechanic and shit. It
Yeah,
was
Oh,
like
wouldn't
a
be surprised.
spicy story, like couldn't get out of your car, only driving. Cops, you couldn't speed, you in front of police type shit. Those are look into those.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they don't hold up well at all now. But
Wheelman with Vin Diesel. Do you think that game still holds
Mhm.
up? It was garbage when it came
I
out.
never played that, but I know
I
what
played
you're
the
talking about.
played the demo. Me and Weston played that demo over and over. You know, like the Xbox 360 free demos. we would play that one and Mafia 2 one over and over and over. And the Mafia 2 one, all we would do, we wouldn't do the mission. We would just immediately grab all the guns in the house and run to the diner across the street and hold off against cops for as long as we could. It's literally
Classic.
hours. It's all Weston and I did.
Yeah.
That's a good game though.
Times.
Mafia 2 was
Mafia
great.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I heard Mafia 3 was good. It was just buggy on launch.
Oh yeah, it's broken.
Really,
it still
really
is broken.
Yeah. Never fixed it.
Did you like the Mafia
Yeah.
games, Carter? Did you ever play those?
I haven't played one.
They're-
One.
Yeah, Mafia 2 was probably the only one I'd recommend. Just play.
They're
You're
like
gonna
the
play
more
it.
low-key GTAs.
Yeah, and they
Oh, okay.
remastered Mafia 2 lately too. So if you were to get it on PC, it's probably like dirt cheap. But it's a good
Yeah.
single player game if you're looking for like a GTA style game based in the 60s, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, go ahead. You got something to say?
So
It's all good. I was just gonna get into drip.
here's the deal.
Oh.
So I was driving home today, whipping home from the fucking DQ, and I'm just thinking of shit.
What's
Just
that driving?
yeah, fucking whipping.
So
You
we
know? The RAV, the RAV4.
Hell yeah,
whipping that.
respect to the
Uh,
choice.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was just thinking of funny shit that the podcast would maybe relate to. So imagine this, picture this, all right? Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor 2.
Okay, I'm listening here. I'm intrigued.
Bruce Buffer comes in. He does this. And to my right, we have Conor, the notorious McGregor. And then we have, in the red corner, we have Nate Diaz.
That's it.
So I was just
Right.
thinking, what if Bruce Buffer had bias, dude? That'd be so fucking
Oh,
funny.
dude,
That
that
would
would
be
be
pretty
hilarious.
funny.
I never thought about that. It's like, oh yeah, this corner. This guy. It's like, yeah, this fucking asshole, whatever.
Yeah,
he,
this
he,
fucking
throw-
guy.
he throws, he
Get
tears
fucking
up the
shit on,
cards.
kid.
He tears
Yeah,
up the cards,
just-
walks out.
What's his
Fuck
name? I don't know.
Or you know how like the fighters, like if they're cool with Bruce, they'll get a fist bump when they're announcing him in.
Yeah.
Like, what if he's just like,
yeah.
he,
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
and he keeps announcing?
Damn.
Yeah,
that
it's
would
like-
be
Dude, that-
icy. I would love to see that.
Yeah. That ties into
That's
my
pretty
idea
good,
of
man.
having mean talk show hosts. Like, imagine Wheel of Fortune. You're like,
But-
I'd like to solve the puzzle, and you mess up. He's like, idiot. It's like 20 grand gone.
Dumbass.
What are you, stupid?
Yeah, on this show,
Yeah.
we said
And he
shoot.
fucking throws an
I would
elbow
love
right
to
in your
see
fucking nose.
The Wheel of Fortune guy be like, oh, looks like you spun a little too hard. And he moves the wheel to a bankrupt on you. It's like, oh, everything's gone.
Oh,
Where's it?
oh,
Yeah.
Spun a little too hard there.
So that funny joke you made about my
fucking, your
suit
house
earlier.
is foreclosed now, buddy.
Yeah. So that funny joke you made about my suit at the beginning, not so funny anymore now, huh? No house. No house. No house. It's gone.
Guess what? Going on with nothing.
Just a no rules game show where
Like-
the fucking co-host, like the host, just there's no plan, there's no nothing. You just fucking wing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the show MXC?
Oh,
Most
yeah.
Extreme Elimination Challenge?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
Like, what if it's
that's a good game show.
What if it's a game show where it's a really small percentage actually win money and instead they take money from you? Like a consequence is like They literally like they take your house, they take your kid, they take your firstborn kid.
Yeah.
Sorry,
How about
shouldn't have landed on
Sorry.
the
that
tile.
Chris Farley sketch, that old SNL Chris Farley
Oh,
sketch?
the
where he's on
Japanese game
Brutal, the
show?
Japanese one.
Yeah, yeah.
Brutal.
That's classic.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
He gets them all right, and then they got him on the electric.
Yeah.
Shock. He's like,
I forgot about that. That is good
That's
shit.
a good
He's
one.
like, can you please get me back to the concierge?
Oh,
Where
God,
are you?
for
Yeah.
the love of God.
Yeah,
You
please,
seen
no.
him cut his finger off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I just
Rest in
think
peace.
He's like, he's all just
Seth
worried.
Meyer, or not Seth Meyer, Jesus Christ, Mike Myers is like a crazy offensive
Yeah.
Japanese host.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
talks about that. No one
Yeah.
talks about that, dude. That's so offensive.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, it was
Or what about that
Spicy.
one you like, the Italian Men or whatever? Adam Sandler and Rob Schneider. Only a little bit of the juice.
Oh,
Whatever.
Oh, you like it.
Hub Zeros. Yeah, Hub Zeros.
Yeah.
You like
He
you
likes
like
a little bit of the juice.
you like the juice,
Nice-
huh?
Oh,
it?
you like to see the bathroom? Yes. Mm.
You like to go to the bathroom? Bathroom's
You like to
good.
go-
Yeah.
Yeah.
A classic SNL sketch.
He's like, oh, and you can put your weed in there.
Fuck that
Oh, hot
movie.
chick, yeah.
This is a replica cell of where Nelson Mandela was
Nelson
in prison.
Mandela. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking
you
about
can, put your weed in there.
yeah, there's a scene in the movie Hot Chick. It's an old Rob Schneider comedy. I think Adam Sandler, probably Happy Madison had something to do with it.
Yeah. Oh,
But,
yeah, sure.
Adam Sandler's character in it's just this weird side character that shows up throughout the movie, and he's just a huge stoner hippie with big dreadlocks. And every time there's a scene, he's showing somebody where they can hide weed, like inside something.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh
in
yeah," and
the
like,
shop and shit.
yeah. He's like, and actually, it's a pretty good spot to hide your weed if you needed to. Yeah, like you know.
And if you didn't know, that was
He
the
actually has
original
good
Rob
background
Schneider
on all of it.
SNL sketch.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rob Schneider he would use.
Oh
he-
yeah,
in
the hiding
sketch,
the
he
weed
would-
and
yeah,
okay.
that was
I
what he
do
would
it,
say.
Speaking of, we did talk about fighting there briefly, and I'm wearing the El Kukui Tony Ferguson shirt for
Yes,
this upcoming
sir.
weekend here. But quickly brush up on UFC 279 coming up this weekend. Couple pretty big fights. I wouldn't say it's like the ultimate pay-per-view. And actually, right before, when we recorded this, we were about to watch
It's a
the
pay-per-view too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, well, here's the deal. We were just about to watch the 279 press conference, all of us, before this, and Dana White came
Yeah.
out. Someone talked to him. It's off. And apparently a huge fight broke out in the back. Now, I'm not surprised because
Actually, we might have more information on that by now.
yeah, why don't
I'm
you
gonna
go look
at
that-
it
that?
real
Why don't
quick.
you go look that up quick while I kind of discuss? But
Or Jackson,
so-
you got it?
Yeah, I'm looking here.
so like the really only big like notable fights coming up for this event, obviously you got Nate Diaz versus Kazmat Chimaev. Nate Diaz, legend, been around for a long time. Kazmat Chimaev, 11-0. He all finishes except for Gilbert Burns, put him to the test in that last 3-round fight. That was a crazy fight. But now he's fighting Nate Diaz. This is Diaz's last fight in his UFC contract, and I have a feeling he ain't renewing because he's literally just he's just shitting on the UFC like 24/7 now. Co-main event, we got our boy El Kukui, Tony Ferguson. Yes, before all the haters out there in the comments laugh at me with how he got front kicked in the face last time. I get it. Everybody gets knocked out at some point. We're over it. Anyways,
Tony Ferguson, it's happened to him more than a few times though.
that's the first time.
Consecutively too.
No, that's the first time he's ever been finished, submitted or knocked out. He's lost a decision before that, like every single fight.
He's been seriously hurt though.
Oh
Very
yeah,
badly multiple times.
Gaethje wobbled him. You could even consider Gaethje a knockout because it was a TKO.
To be fair, I don't know if you watched him fight Donald Cerrone, but that was a really good fight.
That was a
That was a
really
fucking good fight,
what he
yeah.
did to Cerrone's face in that small amount of time was brutal, man. Like
Yeah,
those
that was
elbows.
crazy.
I feel the way Cowboy went out. I wish he could have just gotten a couple wins in, but he was just too old, man. Eventually, again,
He
you can just
was.
get burnt out. And once you're knocked out that many times like that, you're just so much more susceptible or used to doing it.
The knockouts, yeah.
But anyways, with 279, it's upcoming this Saturday, the day this episode drops. Other than the co-main, like Tony Ferguson's fighting the Leech, Li Jingliang, probably butchered that. And then we have a catchweight belt between Kevin Holland and D-Rod, Danny Rodriguez. Haven't seen him fight in a while. And then other than that, man, on the main card, the really other only notable fight is Johnny Walker versus Ion Cutelaba, and that's it. And who knows if any of these fights fall through? There was just a huge brawl, apparently. What if one of the fights tomorrow gets canceled because of this press conference shit? I don't know.
I just read that Dana said that they just didn't have enough people at the event to like prevent it from being a shit show in the back, and that it won't be a problem. They'll have enough people from now on.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
some shit show happened in the back, and said fuck it.
I can't. Yeah,
they're gonna be like that.
It's all hearsay at this point. I don't know what the fuck. I saw that.
There's a video right now from that hairy old dude fucking explaining it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
I guess he's got a video.
Yeah, but that dude, he said it in Russian though. I know what video you're talking about.
Oh yeah. Well, other than that, I'll just wrap up here quick. The only really notable, there's early prelims and prelims. The really only notable prelim is the Chris Barnett versus Jake Collier. Chris Barnett's the dude that did the Diddy Kong front flip after doing that sick Tae-Kwon-Do, that heavyweight guy. So that guy fights. He's interesting.
Yeah, I like him.
He's light on his feet for a heavyweight. Yeah, he has a lot of.
Lose his last fight though.
Yeah, he lost. Man, I want to say it was either decision or he got finished. He's like hit or miss. Like he'll win two, lose one.
He's a big boy.
He's huge, yeah. But he's got a crazy Taekwondo background. That's what people don't suspect when heavyweights fight him. That big guy can do like spinning wheel kicks or shit like side kicks.
Very good.
And that's how he's knocked people out before. But yeah, other than that, UFC 279, pretty major. Honestly, I wouldn't buy the pay-per-view. Like don't waste your money, folks. Unless you really, really like Nate Diaz or you really, really like Khamzat Chimaev. I buy it because I'm a fucking loser sucker and I want to own them all. But I used to illegally obtain them, but now I do not. I'm a good boy now. I follow the law and I want Mr. Dana White to be happy.
Fuck Dana White.
Yeah, fuck Dana White. But it's funny, we were talking about Ben Askren earlier fighting Jake Paul. Did you guys, and before the show, we were talking about our favorite, or what we think is the most impressive UFC fighters, or the greatest. I said Demetrius Johnson, or Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, and I believe that.
Fucking underrated.
Yeah, very underrated. But it's funny we brought up Ben Askren. Ben Askren is who the UFC traded for to took Ben Askren and gave away Mighty Mouse.
Oh, God.
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they kind of like, people say, oh, it was a good choice because Ben Askren was like easier to sell, but it's like, Mighty Mouse is fucking crazy featherweight champion, bro. Like he was fucking insane.
It was definitely a money move.
Yeah, it was a money move as a kind of for the fans though. It was a bad choice.
Yeah,
I think
because Ben Askren before the UFC was on a fucking tear.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. And Mighty Mouse just kept fucking winning, and they were good fights. And he did not lose against Henry Cejudo. I don't fucking care what anybody says. He did not lose.
That was a very
they just fired him fucking out of there.
Very controversial fight. They did. Like it was pretty much known to the UFC brass, and that's why they don't talk about him. And I'm not everybody out there that probably listens to Joe Rogan. They're like, "Oh, you're just copying Joe Rogan's takes." Go look at it though. Joe Rogan's right. Like Mighty Mouse Johnson was crazy for his generation as far as like how advanced he was, and like for instance, he like had that he was bringing that guy
to Ultimate Fighter, wasn't he?
No,
I don't think so.
This was before the Ultimate Fighter time. I think like right before that.
Yeah.
Wait, no, the Ultimate Fighter's been around for a long time. I don't know. I don't think he was on there though. But just Joe Rogan's right though. Like the way that Mighty Mouse threw that one guy, he was bringing him into a takedown and somehow got a hold of his arm midair and blocked him into an armbar midair. That
was crazy.
That's crazy creative. I've never seen that done before, even since then. Yeah, other than that in UFC, the only big up and comers I'd talk about is that I enjoy are Paddy Pimblett, just because he's spicy. And
Sean O'Malley.
Love
Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley, yeah, I'm a big fan of him. Actually, my only other UFC shirt is a Sean O'Malley. It's like a GTA style shirt, but it has Sean O'Malley in a bunch of different squares.
Nice.
Yeah, big fan of O'Malley. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
I don't know, there's a lot of other up and comers I'm probably blanking on, but
Yeah.
Should we get into some drip? And by drip, I mean, you guys might remember we did Jackson's Corner, second, third episode of the cast, where we pretty much blew up Jackson and he went through some of like the cool clothing he got recently or custom drop shit. Now, we're going to do something a little different. Since we have a guest on, we're just going to do a quick brief rundown. And it's actually Jackson and I that have some drip to share.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I have Jackson, are you going to be sharing your pants? Or do you want me to? Because I have mine out.
You get the pants.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to show my hat because that's in a different room, but I basically have a beanie hat, a jacket, and some pants I'm gonna show to you guys today. I'm gonna grab that quick. Just be one moment here.
Shit, well he grabs his. I didn't know I was gonna do mine.
All right. So,
Oh my god.
for all you audio listeners out there, I am now holding up this foul play jacket I got. It's like a work jacket. It's pretty slick. Yes, I opened it. I am gonna wear it. I have worn it. It's pretty sweet, but the back of it, dude, it's
That is
so
pretty
gnarly. Cool. It's literally like a kid burning a dude alive. It's pretty
Lovely.
pretty brutal. But I don't know. The print quality turned out super good on it.
Oh yeah.
But this is like a good jacket to wear with it's kind of like that Carhartt Dickies material where it's not very comfortable. This is a type of jacket to wear in the winter with like a hoodie under it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty dope actually, though.
Jackson,
Well,
you can.
I got another foul play piece.
Yeah,
one
Jackson.
of my gems, one of my mints. To you guys, this says "Run for your life." Another foul play jacket.
Ooh.
Less than 75 of these. In production.
Is it like a chain link fence on the inside?
Yes, really nice interior liner.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to talk about how much I paid for this, but this is my holy grail. Very, very fucking sick jacket.
Yeah,
Break zipper.
That is really slick.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
So I'll
You'd
go
like
next
that,
here.
wouldn't you?
Yeah,
so
maybe a little
more
bit.
items left.
See you cry. Be good.
Might.
So these are also foul play, same drop. Just opened them. It's probably you can see that print. These pants are fucked up. That's Leart Harvey Oswald as a kid printed onto the
from his Navy photo.
Yeah,
Lee
from his
Harvey
Navy.
Oswald.
From his Navy.
That's some
photo.
foul play, dude.
Yeah, that's some foul play. Oh, and then of course the foul play on the back.
American Doom Machine.
American Doom Machine. I haven't even tried these on yet. I haven't even worn them. I don't know if I will. Like, what kind of occasion do I wear these pants to? Like, I don't know. Like, there's really not a good occasion for
concert. I think I'm gonna wear mine to my Megadeth concert.
Oh, that's probably a good place to wear them. But yeah, it's not like
I'm
gonna wear my
second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Second foul play jacket. This is part of the same series. So Paul got into foul play rather late in terms of me. This jacket I showed, this last one here, is probably 6-7 years old. And this one now is like 3 years old. But it's a really nice varsity jacket that now no longer fits me because gotten big, became a big boy. So,
you need to put some weight on, bro. You're too skinny.
Mm-hmm. And this is part of the same series. This is last jacket, so there's only less than 90 of these made. And this one I got for retail, which is very nice. I paid about $200 for that one.
Yeah, I've always liked that one when you wore that one. Now, this is the last thing I have. This is not a foul play item. This is by a guy on Instagram called Cody Pasty. Okay, he's not very well known. Probably don't want to dox him. Oh well, I'll blur it out. Fuck it. Mail to the guy. Whatever. So I'm gonna open this now. I haven't even opened this. I know what this is. I'm not gonna.
You don't
say
want your
what it is.
address out on there, though.
I don't give a shit.
That is true.
I'll probably.
Oh, people! Actually, speaking of idea, we were kind of thrown around as a joke. Let us know in the comments. Should we open a PO box?
Oh, that'd be fucking.
Have people send us shit.
Send us Anthrax. Send us Percocet. Send us whatever.
Christ.
Don't send us illicit items. No, stop.
Hand grenade, so I can demonstrate my military.
That's all right.
So this item I have here, I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. You'll probably be able to recognize it. This is a beanie. And this thing turned out sick. This is 1 of 10 on his second drop of these. I really wanted there was a different one that was a black beanie with white, but I got the black on white. It's an intervention from Modern Warfare 2. This thing's pretty fucking slick.
That is cool.
I'll try it on here real quick to please the video tuners. Oh hell yeah, bro!
Hey, you got a
Hell
sniper on your head.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I like it.
Nice.
Bougie.
Beauty.
Well,
MW2 classic.
MW2
Yeah,
classic.
I enjoyed that.
So yeah, that's pretty,
was-
pretty cool.
I was more of a Barrett 50 cal with thermal
Spammer,
scope.
spammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a piece of
you
shit.
Fucking
Yeah.
spammer.
Yeah,
No auto snipers.
The
no
EBR
semi.
actually I liked a lot
That
too.
was good. That was
I
really
actually
good.
ended up using that one the most with the
Ba-
suppressor actually
so-
even.
So back in the day, the most ass cheeks shit was running all like the stealth related perks in MW2 using the Barrett 50 cal with a heartbeat sensor on it, and that thing could literally shoot through like any wall, like one of like most walls in the game. So you could literally just like sneak around, crouch, you can't be seen on anything, and then you just fucking just fire it through walls, and you see the heartbeat pop up and just murder people. It was so
You
Yeah.
can still go on shipment and stand in one spot and kill every single person on the map through all the shipment crates. You can kill them instantly. Crazy.
That's ridiculous. Well, actually, guys, this will be our longest episode yet. We're at an hour and a half here. I didn't realize we were a little
Too
over.
fucking easy.
Yeah, too easy.
Mm.
But I want to
Just
thank you,
fucking-
Carter. Thank you, Carter, for being our
Yeah,
first
hell yeah,
guest. Thanks
thank
for
you.
coming on.
Yes, sir.
I
Come
enjoyed
That was
the
good.
military stories and kind of learning about you and getting to
Yeah.
know you. We'll for
Hell yeah.
sure most
Good.
likely have you on again the next couple months if you're down. You know,
Yep.
just like
Oh,
we'll get in
for sure. I
contact
would
with
love
you.
Yeah,
Um,
dude.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else? Any of the hosts? Anybody wanted to say before we wrap up? Number 12 here.
Yeah. I've just been grinding out new content for you guys. If you haven't seen, I have 2 shorts uploaded. I'm gonna
YouTube
keep putting those
Shorts.
out. Hopefully get fucking I'd say like 5 to 6 a week, you know. Just keep grinding out content for you guys, little snippets of what Gutterball is. And that's all I got to say is subscribe,
Okay,
like,
bro.
comment, all that jazz. Let us know what you like, what
Yeah,
you don't like,
fuck
what
yeah.
you want to see.
Subscribe.
You better
Like.
fucking subscribe.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
was
you heard it
Gutterball
here.
number 12. Signing off. Woo!
Enough.